Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense will have first crack at this one. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked, just not at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Washington right back to the line. They'll go right back to it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So USC's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off the big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position. Quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Washington wants to go quickly.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
And that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Looks it in at the 40. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Can't get him to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Nice move to keep running.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now and again.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001, when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Never can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The inside handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Washington right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Complete downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off play action. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Nowhere to go and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense and he's off. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Inside the touchdown USC. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the quarterback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Jolly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's got great speed. Oh, he got loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on on display in that sweet return there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time, there he goes! And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
That's caught. It's Jolly. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously.
Oh, they faked it. Snapped it to the up man. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. All kinds of time before he fires right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that.
Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's coming. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, USC.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going right to work up top. He's got his man.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans in the hurry up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
But this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try.
Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that When they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That's reeled in. It's Meyer.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. But make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Got his man downfield. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was.
Breaks free in the middle. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Under fire. Calls it in. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing the rule, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Trojans will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. He wants a big play here late. Snags it inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Nix. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And it's blocked.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Got him up for the 1st down. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes